There you go, Thursday morning. The reddish part is headed farther and farther south every day. Steers are having their breakfast, at least part of them. Somebody down there getting some breakfast. Only a couple left out there. All I see is that pair, the calf here in the lane, and that one over there. The rest of these all appear to be up here. Looks like Amy laying there in the corner, chewing her cud. And Dino right there, getting him some breakfast. I know they've been getting a little low on pasture. I haven't even been out there in the last few days, but they've definitely gotten into their hay up here anyway. Another cooler morning. Warmer than yesterday though. It's 48 this morning. It's like, wow. Cold morning. I guess my hearing don't work in the morning because it's 2 mornings in a row I haven't heard number 2 leave. I mean, I'm pretty much up about the time she should be leaving, but I haven't heard it. And I get to goof off for a little while because oh, I lied, that wasn't Amy in there. I wonder who it was then. Because that's Amy right there. Oh well, doesn't matter. Red and white cow, Boomer laying there. That group's kind of scattered out. Some of them over eating hay, and they still got quite a bit of hay left. So, but this group hasn't been put on a different pasture yet. So we need to do today. But it's starting to say, gotta take Becky into Portland today and go see the doc, and he'll probably put a cortisone shot in her elbow and send us home, and hopefully her elbow will finish healing. Thrills me to death, by the way. I hate going to Portland. But unfortunately, that's where the frickin' doctors are. Not that I like going to the doctor either, but oh well, it is what it is. Well, getting closer to poking out over there. So it's pretty much the middle of the screen now. Wasn't very long ago I couldn't see it from over here because it'd be behind Mom's house. But hey, you know, days are getting shorter. I figured I'd show you another look at that nice fancy cover. Look at that. Ooh. And hopefully our seal up here is going to seal back up right. Probably something else should do while it's up here is grease that again, even though the water's just going to push the freaking grease back out. But if there's some in there, that's better than none. I mean, the water should lubricate it to a point where it's brass in there instead of steel on steel like it was originally, which was stupid. Biggest thing I worry about is if it's screwed up and we got to do something with that tube. Because I know the inside of that tube right there does not look good. I'm just assuming that the previous owners probably had a dairy and pumped out of the lagoon the way that it looks. Kind of like running fertilizer through stuff. Be nice if they made these things so, you know, they could have made a short chunk of that stainless and not had to mess with it. The other thing they do is that tube is one piece all the way through and the other end's capped, so it's always full of water. That's brilliant too, right? Anyway, yeah, just a little rant. So probably send number 1 a message and tell her she probably should grease this thing this morning. And when Becky and I get back, you know, Maybe I won't have her grease it all because she'll grease these and these need to get adjusted. She doesn't know how to do that, I don't believe, so. Or I'll just tell her to grease everything except for the carriage. That way it's done. It's that time of morning. You probably can't hear it, but man, I can hear all the traffic out on the highway. It's realistically, well, up there on the hill where the tower is, where I used to upload videos next to. Highway goes there and kind of wraps all the way around, and there's a road half a mile straight through here too. Everybody uses it as a cut through. And the highway is only, about 3/4 of a mile that way. And there's a couple 90-degree corners, so we get to hear them when they come in and out of it. Well, you know, yep. Taking Becky in, or she's taking me in. Moral support. Get a shot in her elbow today, hopefully.
Couple shots.
Probably a couple shots. Way back there, it said we'd be at Highway 405 in 15 minutes. 5 minutes later, we were to another sign that said 12 minutes. That's been 15 minutes ago. We're nowhere near 405 yet. We've been stopped like 10 times. This is one of the stupidest roads there is in the whole frickin' world. You can be doing 60 miles an hour down this hill, and all of a sudden everything is completely stopped for 5 minutes.
For no reason.
And then you're doing 60 miles an hour again. Now we're doing a whole 17 miles an hour. That's the fastest we've gone in the last 10 minutes. And if we were doing 60, right now we'd still be at least 4 minutes before we'd hit I-405. Spit it out. If you're wondering, we're on US Highway 26 heading into Pothead Land Town. I'm really surprised there's not homeless lining this stretch, but you know, they are down here a ways. As soon as we get to the bottom of the hill, and you know, I don't know, just looks like a garbage dump with people trying to live in it. Oh, look, we're in Portland. Yeah. Last time I was through here, there was way more than that just right there. And oh look, we finally made it to almost. We'll be on I-405 here in like 300 feet. Last time I was through, this whole thing along here was full of homeless. There's still some, obviously. Wonder what they did with all of them.
They're on I-5 now.
Oh, Becky says they're on I-5 now.
But we're not going to be on I-5 long enough to see them.
We won't be on I-5 long enough to see them, though. Darn it.
Another one.
Yeah, another one buried in there. And another one. That one looks like they're done with it.
All the garbage.
Oh, I just thought I'd show you what we could see. It wasn't much, though. Nowhere near what it was last time. But maybe some of them are working and have government housing now because, you know,
Whoops, sorry.
the homeless
Sorry, people.
don't catch COVID with a mask on or not. So they're not required to social distance or wear a mask or any of that. It's just everybody else. Yeah, go figure that one out. I suppose since we're still videoing here, we can show you a crane with a flag hanging on it. At least one out of the two cranes is patriotic.
Tesla. Pull his head out of his ass.
And oh yeah, we've been in front of the electric car for a while.
Fuck retarded.
Get you a little shot of the river. Not that you can see much. And when you're in a car sitting down on the floor, you don't get to see too much. We're this way. Say hi. And Union Pacific Rail Yard down there. And we're going right there in the middle of the screen. But we got like 5 miles to get there because we got to go way past it and then come back to it. Always lovely. Oh yeah, we'll be on I-5 here in half a mile. Okay, there we go.
They brought in a porta potty for him.
Straight ahead is Swan Island. Lots of truck dealers down there, that kind of stuff. This is Interstate Avenue. So now you know where to find a homeless camp. They even got their own porta potty. That's a lot better than it could be. It'll be a late lunch again. It's out. It's stretched out. Look, there's water kind of coming. Problem is, cows knocked this head off the riser. This is the one that does not have the valve piece in it anymore because it's shot. And you can see the piece laying there. She made it clear to the bridge. Comes up to pick me up. Badger Rising, gotta love it. I texted her before she left the pump. And I've been standing down here since she made it to the bridge. When she finally answered her phone. And now I wait. Much better. Just a little leaky around the stem. I was looking. Freaking gopher moved back in over here. That's expected. Another mole right there. But the other side of the fence here looks pretty good from here. And, oh, look at that. Now it actually has water to it. And from here, I don't see it spraying all over like it was doing. So we're going to say we got enough pressure now. We might even run that little gun on the bottom today. At least get the headland part done that needed to get done before, and then tomorrow we'll be over here where pressure's even better because we're right on the end of the line. Say somewhere the underground went from 4 inch to 3 inch, and I don't know where. I don't know if it's beyond where we're hooked up or if it's right here at the T. But water's flying again. That's what counts. And really, I still don't see it leaking. And I don't hear that growl coming from it. You know, I could hear that up at the house, so I knew if it was moving or not. Yeah. Oh well. Back to a dribble, and we're running right at 100 pounds now. And on the next one over, we were lucky to get 80 pounds. So that turbine was really killing us on what was getting through. And yeah, of course it pushed most of the grease out we already put in, but at least there's grease in there again. And it's not spraying all up there. A good tasted hay. It's like 612. She's a pretty good cow. She was a damn good 2-year-old. That's where number one blew the baler off before she started hosing on it. She actually cleaned it out right up there on the other side of the rake, so there's a pile of nice, beautiful green hay up there. I figured out as good a place as any, because there's a big pile of chaff in there to get cleaned up. Then she brought it down here to do the blowing, so she didn't make a huge mess up there. And I'm surprised. They all walked right past it. She was out there with the rest of them until a few minutes ago, and she realized it was here. Now it looks like she's got a white-faced hornet cruising around on her belly. And she's gonna get pissed when that sucker stings her. Oh well. Figured I'd leave you with a happy cow at the end of the video. I'm gonna call her good for the video anyway. I gotta come back down and shut the little traveler off here in another half hour, 45 minutes, something like that. But anyway, they're all out there still enjoying what little's there. Actually more there than it looks from here, but there ain't much. Oh, but hey, as long as I keep water running, which kind of been driving me crazy the last few days without having it running because I'm getting behind. Because it needs to go in there as soon as they're done, and I got 3 days before I can put it in there, and they need to come out of there now. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody.